hop out, valet, walk out. All these bands I lost count, cause I'm too up right now. Too up right now.
Money back. Money back. Money back. Looking like a money back. Money back. God, I do the Maybach on Monday, Ferrari Friday. This is sweet.
And we welcome all of our viewers inside a place that the folks around here like to call the Vault. And that's Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. Just a moment ago, the lights, the cameras, the action, all the pyrotechnics, everything was ablaze, everything was allowed here in Bank of America Stadium as Carolina emerged from their tunnel. And we are ready to go as the Panthers get set to match up with the Atlanta Falcons. The Panthers kicker Graham Gano set and ready to go as we are off from Charlotte. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. They'll throw on first down with Ryan. And finding the tight end Hooper. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Flush to his right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Now Ryan, he's going to loft one, deep left side here. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Coverage there by Kevon Seymour.
But that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Call that 49 yards on the punt. They do get 7 back on the return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their own 26. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Desmond Trufant there making the tackle.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on third. From the gun, here's Newton. And he finds a man. It's McCaffrey. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Come on now. Hey, set. Now, Katie, up.
Draw play as Newton gives to McCaffrey. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's Newton now on second down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. Over the middle, it's Thomas. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. On 4th down, Newton. And he gets it to Funchess complete. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the sticks make a drastic shift forward. A first red zone opportunity for the Panthers thus far. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15.
20.
From the red zone now, Newton. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. That's already the 3rd time they've looked his way on this opening drive. He's caught 1 of the 3.
That doesn't mean they won't continue to go in that direction. It feels like they think they've got something good going there, and they think those numbers are going to increase.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10, Newton again. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. A great play there. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Panthers are going to take a first-quarter lead. Graham Gano on for the extra point. Gano the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Gano out to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the inline. So out come the Falcons now. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Ryan will bring the Falcons up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Ryan. And incomplete on the deep ball. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones is intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Ryan. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. It's the 3rd time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the 1st quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter over. They're 0 for 2 on third down conversions to start this thing. They're not good at all. Punt of just 24 yards there. And the Panthers will take over in terrific field position. And the Panthers coming out now. Now they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
They go play action here on first down. Oh, ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Ricardo Allen with a pick.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Hey, let's go.
On 2nd down, here's Ryan. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a first down.
Let's go. Get up.
On first down, Ryan. He completes it to Julio Jones. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Falcons in possession to begin quarter number 2. But they face a 2nd and long to start things out. From the shotgun, Ryan. And Jones has it over the middle. And he gets it down to the 32. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or...
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone, and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
To throw is Ryan. Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's 4th down.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. They'll try and throw for it with Ryan. And it's complete. Hooper. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. That one good for 17 yards on 4th. Couldn't ask for much more from your offense there. First down. A first chance in the red zone for the Falcons now. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. From the red zone now, here's Ryan on first down. Throw right side, caught by Ridley. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, So they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Now it's Ryan. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Mike Adams. And nothing there on the return. They've got the football, but they'll have to start this drive at their own 4-yard line. C.J. Anderson in the game. He gets it here. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. The tackle made there by Tack McKinley.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. On second down, here's Newton. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. Newton able to use those legs and get past the marker to pick up the first.
Certainly making his presence felt in both the pass and the run game. He's having an impact.
Yeah, and his first carry of the game right there, he had hurt him with his arm. Now he's showing that he can shuffle the puppies as well. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he'll lose yardage on this one back to the 13. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
That goes down as a loss against his rushing stats. But really, should he have to absorb that one? He had no chance on that play before they overwhelmed him.
Pretty much on top of him before he could take his first step. They'll try the air now with Newton. And caught left side, Olsen. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Newton finding Funchess for the Panther first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
On first and 10, Newton. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the... Looking for Funchess, but it's intercepted. Ricardo Allen with a pick. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. Officially a minute 54 to go in this first half. Back with more from Charlotte after this. After the interception, here's Ryan. Going underneath, it's Coleman. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. Now a play fake here on first down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. As we inch closer to the regular season, I'm just peering down at some of the preseason records. Right now, Ravens 4-0, Bengals, Panthers, Cardinals, all 3-0. I guess my question is, what stock do you put in these preseason records?
Well, the easy answer is nothing, because the preseason doesn't really matter. But some organizations do put more stock in it than others. Some of them want to win every preseason game. Others don't worry about that at all. Intel has told me that only one team has won the Super Bowl after going 0-4 in the preseason, and that was in a strike year, I believe, when Washington did it. So, for the most part, you just don't want to go winless in the preseason. But remember this, the Browns and the Lions both went 4-0 preseasons, then they went 0-16 in the regular season.
Speaking of winless teams, Eagles and Falcons both winless right now, could be Super Bowl contenders.
I still think that they're going to be, whether they go winless or not.
Now Ryan. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number one. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe when we look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. He's going to wind up and air it out. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. James Bradbury, he was right there to break it up.
Well, one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. And he will bring this all the way back out to midfield.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10.
20. That's it. Hey.
Now following the interception, here's Newton. On the catch, it's Jarius Wright. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
Gun. What's that? 180? Do something. That's right, gun.
This is Newton off the play fake to McCaffrey. And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Let's go. Hey, got it. Let's go.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. It's Ryan again. He's going to float this one deep right side. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the 3rd quarter. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the 2nd half. This is taken at his 4. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the 3rd quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Back to the ground on first. It's McCaffrey. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12. From the gun, here's Newton. Over the middle to Smith. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
The Panthers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Here's Newton. He finds his man, the tight end Olsen. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Newton to Olsen there for a Carolina 1st down. Off play action. Newton. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And he takes it down deep into Atlanta territory. Give him 30 yards there.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
From the red zone now, Newton. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Do something. That's it. 180.
On 2nd and 10, Newton. That's complete right around the 8. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
3rd and 2, Newton. Screenplay, Anderson. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's 1st and goal. They go play action here on 1st down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal. Throwing again is Newton. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Vic Beasley in there to sack him for a loss of 6.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Steps away. He may try and run for this. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down. A field goal would make it a 2-score game, but they're going to go aggressive. They're going to try this thing on 4th and goal.
On the ball, on the ball, on the ball, on the ball. Get it hit.
They snap it to Newton. And that's going to be caught by Funchess for a Carolina touchdown. Devin Funchess from 6 yards away. And the Panthers are able to grow their lead. Gano for the extra point. Extra point try good by Gano. And that'll make the score 14-0. Gano out to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So we get set to start this 3rd quarter. Here's the Falcons offense now. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Get up!
They'll throw on first down with Ryan. He'll let it go deep for Freeman. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Falcons. Devontae Freeman, 65 yards. And the Falcons draw a bit closer. And that was just a fly route. There was no stop. He just went.
Yeah, and it was beautiful to watch because you have to set it up as you go along. Everyone knows he's fast, so you play him for that. That's the number one thing you want to take away. But as you go through a game, sometimes you vary the speed in which you come off the line of scrimmage and maybe start a little bit slower, get him to stop his feet a little bit as a defensive back, and then explode and go, as we saw there.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
Now a run with McCaffrey, and it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And we're back now in Charlotte. Here's Newton now on 2nd down. And this is going to be incomplete.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
The Panthers on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 14. A shotgun snap for Newton. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. Here's Michael Pilardi now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. That's taken on the 25. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you're doing.
Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Thomas Davis leading the surge there. He drops him for a loss of 6.
21.
On 2nd down, Ryan. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Adams. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who've had the receivers on lockdown.
Here's Newton. Looking here for Smith downfield. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd down and 12.
180. Do something.
Now Newton. And he gets it to Funchess complete. They give him 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion.
That was an excellent read right there. Saw cover 1. That means it's just a single high safety. So you know if you throw the ball to the outside part of the field, help is going to be a little bit late getting there. And he puts one out there for a big-time completion.
They fake the give. Newton. And he's going to be wrapped up and driven down. Tack McKinley. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Good coverage that time by the linebacker, Deion Jones.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Newton. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Greg Olsen, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Panthers add on to their lead. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. Gano the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Gano out to kick this one away. On the return, here's Justin Hardy. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their own 24. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And finding the tight end Hooper. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. And 15 yards there on the catch and run. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
Now Ryan on second down. On the screen, this is Coleman. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. Throwing now, Ryan on 1st down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for Mohamed Sanu there. And now it's 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
He's going to let it fly. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. James Bradbury, he was right there to break it up. He started out having some troubles back in the first half connecting with his receivers. Really hasn't gotten a whole lot better.
Yeah, he's at less than 50%, and you and I both know that just won't do. So I would think about spreading things out, putting it on the receivers, make them win those one-on-one battles on the perimeter, and find their way open.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Ryan. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the
Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Julius Peppers in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. It's caught. Jones. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need. And that's exactly what they
He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Now before the 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as he'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12.
Let's go.
On 2nd down, here's Ryan. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively, though, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
And the Panthers are going to recover here, and that should be enough to get them the victory. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell you, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And the Falcons going to use another timeout, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. Another run, this time McCaffrey. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's a pickup of 13, and with that 13 yards, this ball game just about over. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And a short gain down to about the 33. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
And, Charles, I think when the schedule